Hello.
Hi, hello.
And now you can put like a pin through it and like pin it to your pants. That's what I do.
Yeah.
To have like a good anchor, because tape sucks.
It does.
We're doing friendship bracelets.
I tried to learn a way to do them, but I had difficulty with it. So I was asking Katzen to show me their method. I perhaps could have timed this better. It's just that I saw the floss on my desk and I was like, oh yeah.
What order are the colors supposed to be in? Like, what's the flag? Is it?
It's purple, white, green.
Purple, white, green.
Genderqueer flag.
Sweet,
right?
yeah.
Purple on top.
Do you want the candy stripe or the chevron? I've never done chevron with just 3 before. I don't know. I don't think it'll work.
That's fine. The striping is just striping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What a wonderful conversation to be having when nobody can fucking see what we're doing. Hello.
Oh no, I forgot how to do this now. Oh wait, that's right. It's okay. Now I remember. Because okay, wait.
Can you show me on break so that I can actually see what you're doing?
Yes.
Thank you.
I kind of want to start it for you, just because when it's starting.
I want to see how it starts. I want to see how you start it.
Starting it is just the exact same as doing it normally. It's just that like the first few rows are like super crucial in making sure that it doesn't get like all twisted up and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair. So yeah, we can leave it for when we're not distracted by also streaming.
Okay. I'll put it there. Hi.
Yeah, so that song's a fucking banger.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Heaven Will Be Mine with Katzen.
That's me.
Are you enjoying our cold openings this week? If you can call them that, I don't know. But,
Heaven will be mine.
Yeah.
Thank you, Corencio. Nothing brings me greater joy than when I speak and you put the little cat with the cake in the chat.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's you. You fucking cat boy.
Shut up. No.
Yeah, so we are continuing Heaven Will Be Mine, and continuing with Saturn once again. Sensor kitty. Oh my god, I don't have chat on my phone. We're looking at it on my computer. Where's my phone? Where the fuck did... Oh, it's on the bed. Oh, very crucial, important update, okay? So, last time we streamed 2 nights in a row. The second night, I was like, yeah, here's a very crucial, important update on our current situation. We're sitting on an air mattress and looking up at the computer screen because my desk chair doesn't fit. So here's the deal. That sitting in that position all shrimped up gave me the worst acid reflux. So the mattress now is tipped up against my actual bed.
Creating something of a impenetrable wall of fabric and air.
Yeah. And so we are in computer chairs.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not sitting on the mattress tipped up against the bed. That would be an impressive abuse of the laws of physics.
Yeah. You thought, yeah. It would be, I'm looking at it, it would be a really bad idea.
Go get your phone.
Yep. Yeah. But reminding me is my phone is on the bed, which the mattress is tipped up against.
So they have to sneak behind, and
there's like 2 feet at most between the end of the mattress and the edge of my like art table desk, which is a very generous name for it.
You should do a room tour sometime.
Oh my god, like a verbal room tour?
No, like an actual room tour.
Like
with a camera.
Like,
show off all your Homestuck posters.
Oh my god. With like a face reveal and everything?
Well, you don't have to do face reveal if you don't want to. You can just do the room tour. You just be like, this is my desk, this is my wall, this is my Sailor Moon figurine.
I do have a Sailor Moon figurine.
I know, that's why I said it.
But it's not what you're picturing. It's like a children's toy from the 90s.
Yeah, it's got real knockoff vibes.
What? No, it doesn't.
I mean, it's like
It's missing the moon wand. I haven't seen Sailor Moon in so long. She's missing her moon wand because I had it when I was a child.
I just mean like the general quality.
Well,
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult your Sailor Moon doll.
Because he knows what this doll looks like.
Supporting me in my position.
I had never once thought of it as like...
Maybe it's just because it doesn't have articulated joints. Maybe I'm prejudiced against dolls that don't have articulated joints and very noticeable panties.
Well, I mean... it does have that.
I mean, I know in the show they're very good about not having panty shots, but the doll can be viewed from any angle, and there has to be something there.
Yeah. It's like the rest of her bodysuit. And then she puts the skirt on top. That's how I am choosing to picture it. Sure. I feel like now I have to put a picture on the screen.
You don't have to. Let people use their imaginations. Oh yeah, the legs don't even move. Like, no, that's what I'm saying.
No, let me look. Okay, let me pull out. All right. This doll is literally any angle. Oh, what, the panty view? It kind of is. Let me I'm trying to get like a neutral surface. Because like as much as
the glare from the light, I wonder if I can diffuse it somewhat.
This is the lowest light setting it has. Yeah, because the thing with even a faceless room tour, as neat as that would be, is that I've used my bedroom and as my I don't use Zoom backgrounds for work.
Right.
So I just be like, here's my whole ass bedroom. Connect it with my job.
Yeah, fair enough.
But this fellow has never made an on-camera appearance, I believe.
Shall I put her back? Or you're going all angles here.
Yeah, we're getting the full experience of this Sailor Moon doll.
Well, now you gotta get her side profile, too.
Oh my God. I promise these pictures will be... I sneeze.
Achoo! Bless you.
Thank you. I promise I will actually put these pictures on the screen. It's just that I need to, take them on my phone first.
We really do have the best preambles. First it was the history of the marathon, and this time it's Sailor Moon doll verification. Yes, Corincio, I did just say achoo, but Cam actually sneezed.
I did actually sneeze. Now I'm snuffly.
You're snuffly. I'm coughing.
Oh, damn it. The photos haven't been... Okay.
Oh, my God.
I am going to have these photos...
Put them in the Discord.
No, but, they haven't loaded onto... I can't access them from my computer yet, because they haven't been backed up on Google Photos. They're just on my phone.
Corincio redeemed hydrate! Glug, glug, glug.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure why... I think this sub must have run out, yeah, because the little star isn't next to your name anymore either.
Which is funny, because it literally was there earlier, and now it's gone.
Oh, shit. Did it, literally as the stream was... Oh, yeah, literally as this stream was happening. Oh, my goodness.
Bonk.
They heard the preamble for the stream and were like, yeah, I'm just going to let this one run. I'm joking. Yeah, that's funny. I didn't know that it had such a precise timer like that.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that you also have pictures of my rat.
I have a lot of pictures of your rat. Yeah. I do have a lot of pictures of Katzen's rat.
Ratson. That's not actually her name, but imagine if it was. New rat name idea.
Ratson.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they're all here. Okay, so I'm gonna... Yeah, how am I gonna do this?
It's very important that chat sees this image.
It is. Yeah. So, I do actually have the browser set up for putting this on screen properly. Sailor Moon panties banished yourself.
That's funny.
Now to be the dancing version that goes back and forth. That is a really good emote.
Flip flop, flip flop.
Oh my god. Fucking Firefox. You know, for all the, like... Firefox is so much better than Google Chrome. I haven't found that. I've actually found that I've been pretty frustrated with Firefox with a few things when switching over from Chrome. But anyway. Oh shit, it's not locked onto the... There it is! Oh shit, there's text all over it. 1 second. So this is the Sailor Moon figure. And then we just, like, adjust the size of the... I don't know why it didn't keep... It kept a size, like, just a few pixels shy of how big I actually want it. Anyway. This is her.
Here she is.
Does this give you knockoff energy? This is the important question that needs to be answered, because apparently this qualifies as knockoff energy, knockoff vibes. I think that it's just old and not necessarily a knockoff, because the anime style, like her eyes and stuff, is very 90s. So there's like a side view.
I like that, like, her elbow is, like, very pushed out. It's, like, almost an unnatural curve.
It's like, well, she's like...
My arm doesn't bend like that. Maybe yours does, but...
Maybe mine does, because...
my joints are not as special. Maybe you're a magical girl.
Maybe I'm actually a magical girl. And...
Because your elbow said so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Can I on stream invite you to my Thanksgiving dinner?
Oh my god. What?
I forgot. I was going to bring it up earlier and then I forgot. I didn't want to bring it up at the table with your family and be like...
Yeah, because my mom is preparing a very nice...
Well, is it
Sunday.
Tomorrow's Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can say no. Have Thanksgiving with your family.
I think they would also like that a lot.
Yeah.
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 Because, my mom likes to do the big cooking thing.
Yeah.
And it's just, we're not doing anything extended family. We're still COVID safe and all that. So, if one person is missing, it's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I do appreciate the invitation. It's very nice.
You're welcome.
I would like to see your family again one day.
Someday.
It looks like an old toy. See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a knockoff. I think it's a children's toy from the 90s.
It looks like it's something you'd find in the bargain bin of, like, a Value Village.
Yeah. Oh my god, the, like, bargain bin at a convention.
Yeah.
An anime convention.
Yeah.
You know what I love? When stores have, like, those, like, massive Rubbermaid bins.
Cuter. Enhance. It didn't enhance that much.
Of, like, 1 to 2 inch Pokemon figures.
Mm-hmm.
I will scour those bins for the good ones, because they got some wonk-ass shit in there. But I will stand there for...
Pokemon guys?
Yeah, that's where I got those ones. I have some Pokemon guys. Mime Jr., Vespa Queen, Goldeen, The turtle one?
Grottle.
Grottle? What's the bush?
That's Wormadam.
Wormadam.
Yeah, grass coat, Wormadam.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like to, and I bring them home for brother too, because he's never been to a convention with me before, but he's gonna.
Sorry, I just saw Moon Prism Power Wedgie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that shadow makes it look like your ass is fucking concave. Anyway, oh my god.
Anyway, let's play a game.
I want to play a game. Which is, to me, a Homestuck reference and not a Saw reference.
Yeah. I immediately was gonna say, Dirk, I want to play a game.
Oh my god, I was thinking about Bro to Dave, but Dirk and Caliburn is even fucking funnier.
Yeah.
What the fuck is happening with that Sweet Bone Hill Jeff? Who is that supposed to be? I love it.
It looks very pony.
Well, it's kind of Rainbow Dash's color E. It's a little greener. And the hair is kind of red, but the hair isn't rainbow.
That is Wink. Who's Wink? Wink.
Is that a pony? Did we get it right?
Wink doesn't sound like a pony name. They're like Warrior Cat's name. It's always 2 words squished together. Twilight Sparkle, Pinkie Pie.
Oh, a space goblin VTuber who does Homestuck stuff.
I see.
VTubing.
Dirk. I want to play a game, Dirk.
I've given mild consideration to a VTuber model on multiple occasions, and at the end of the day, I just decided that it's fucking expensive. Oh,
fair enough.
Yeah.
If you did do it, what would it be? Would it be like your Trollsona?
Yeah.
That's really cute. I have a friend who started designing doing VTuber modeling. Maybe I'll ask him if he still does that and if he will give us a discount because he's my friend. And what are his rates?
Oh, I don't want to ask anybody for a discount. That shit's hard work.
That's fair. To be fair, though, I did just send him a letter with a little handcrafted gift in it, so maybe his heart will be full of warm fuzzies and he'll feel generous.
Oh, is that guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Space Goblin, right. They replaced some of their emotes with their VTuber, but they still have the little Vriska. Oh, yeah, lore. Yeah, there's some good guys in there.
Lore.
Yeah. Alright. You think, you think 25 minutes is enough of a preamble?
Yes. Resume game.
Lego!
Okay, so I think we have to look at comms and mail first.
Yes.
We have some things.
Saturn, I would love it. Just love it.
Yeah?
If you messed everything up this time.
Is this reverse psychology? Did I really reduce you to that? I'm a little impressed by your persistence in nagging me, but now I'm feeling like I pushed you to your limit.
Shut up. As always, I am serious.
Messing things up is literally the only thing in the world no one has ever needed to specifically tell me to do. And you keep yelling at me when I do.
I've been looking into Iapetus's work on the Aversion Project.
Oh. How much do you know?
More than you now. Of course, it was always suspicious that Iapetus decided to support us. He was very insistent on his interest in taking humanity to the next stage. As if that is why any of us wanted to connect with this so-called existential threat. People who already had everything on Earth couldn't possibly understand.
Interesting. Wanted to connect with the existential threat.
And people who had everything on Earth couldn't possibly understand. So, the people who set up this space program... This is just making me think of fucking Elon Musk. Dare his horrific presence sour my fucking stream. But, that's what it's making me think of. and like privatized space exploration.
When I was at my aunt's house for my aunt and uncle's, I guess I should say my aunt and uncle's house. I live in a matriarchal family, so it's my aunt's house, even though it's my aunt and uncle who own it and live there. At my aunt and uncle marriage anniversary, and we were there pretty late, and they live out in like the country, and so it was a really clear night, and you could see stars, and we were doing like a bonfire in the backyard, and then I saw a string of lights, like very uniform and very bright, just beep, 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 like Pac-Manning across the sky. And we all looked up and we were like, is that fucking aliens? And then it turns out it's like the Starlink or whatever. It's like Elon Musk's thing. It's like it's like a thing of his that's in space.
Oh. Starlink? Starlink is a brand of internet router.
Maybe Starlink is not what it's actually called. But let me find the name of it. I don't care, but let me find the name of it just so that you don't think that I'm lying.
No, I believe you. They're fucking shit up out there now. But yeah.
Yeah, it's called Starlink.
Oh.
It's also a printer brand. But yeah, so that's what it looked like. It looked like a bunch of like very bright uniform, like very close stars appearing. So it's a satellite internet constellation operated by SpaceX, providing satellite internet across access coverage to 40 countries. It also aims for global mobile phone service.
Oh.
But I'm pretty sure it's like, they're like, I remember I also seeing someone complaining about them, so there's something about them that is not good. I think like because like Elon Musk sends a lot of shit into space that then falls back to Earth. Like when it comes to like space things, there's a lot of like wreckage and stuff that ends up like falling and like ruining areas and like pollution and stuff. Yeah, polluting space. Gamer LEDs on. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like it just looked like a row of lights.
Yeah, if you Google it, that's like one of the first pictures that comes up with the description of it. That's what Katzen was showing me on their phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elon Musk's like space so much, maybe he should go there and stay there. Anyway, they just want even more for themselves.
They do. That's what I thought too. Iapetus's plan is very attractive to certain factions in Memorial Foundation. Certain factions in Memorial Foundation really like the days when humanity was united against the existential threat.
Except aliens aren't real. Okay, they're an nth-dimensional shadow cast by the gravitational impression of human culture in space-time, but that makes them a few shades sort of real and much less dangerous than their cousins on Earth, and even those are so weak, kids with radios can take them out. Hey! Callback. Callback to We Know the Devil.
Kids with radios can take them out. Yeah. Nth-dimensional shadows cast by the gravitational impression of human culture in space-time.
Cam is leaning forward with their hand on their forehead like a philosopher trying to conceptualize.
It sure is a fucking sentence.
That sure is a sentence.
Yeah, space junk is a long-term problem. Yeah, no, we do need to send him to space and just cut the cord.
Anyways.
No life support for you.
Anyways, Pluto wiped them out. That was the whole plan. Since humanity doesn't care about them anymore, they'd never expect that we would find a way to evert our tidal reactors and become the aliens ourselves. Evert. I'm going to quickly Google what that word means because I know what invert means, so I can only assume that evert is the opposite, but I would like a confirmation. Define evert. If it's even a word. Turn a structure or organ outward or inside out.
So, like, if you're holding... So, like, if I'm holding an object...
Yes.
I'm, like...
You're turning it inside out.
Pushing it outwardly instead of holding an object and folding it inwardly.
Yes, correct. Evert. It is a real verb, and it specifies use in biology and physiology. So turn a structure or organ outward or inside out. The characteristic facial appearance of full, often everted lips.
Katzen just everted their lips.
Oh no, that was inverting.
We know words.
Invert and then evert would be duck face. If you duck face right now, then you are everting your lips.
Congratulations. Sorry, we're just here making faces at each other for the next half an hour. Sorry, stream's over. Overthrow or upset, so like they become self-sufficient. Oh, is that like the non-scientific definition? Are you looking at another definition?
In respect that we can find a way to evert our tidal reactors and become the aliens ourselves. So I think that's interesting because, so if you think, okay, wait, I might be galaxy braining right here. Mm-hmm. So if the tidal reactor is a thing that's in the ship self, and you have a person in the ship self, and then you evert it, that means that the ship is now on the inside and the person is on the outside.
Mm-hmm. Is the tidal reactor a part of the ship self?
I think that it is part of the technology that makes ship selves possible, because they talk about how, like, when they're in their mechs fighting, they talk about tides and tidal force and stuff like that. So even if it's not exclusive to the ship selves, I think that it is definitely a part of their...
Okay. Because I had always pictured the tidal reactor as being a part of what made, like, the atmosphere work inside of their, like, physical land spaces.
It's possible that it's, like, it's just a power generating technology. So, like, a nuclear reactor, it's a tidal reactor. Right. So it's something that can power the ship selves, buildings, various other technology. But the ship selves is what makes the most sense in terms of, like, I'm going to... like evert this and become something else, because it's all because the ship self already has the word self in it, implying there is some personal connection to the ship, and they've implied that, like, once a person has used the ship self, then nobody else can use it. So there's some kind of, like, bonding, very Evangelion. Have you ever watched Evangelion?
No.
Okay, that's fine.
It's on the list.
Okay, then I won't spoil anything, but
I know that they get in the robot.
Shinji, get in the robot!
Yeah, that. And his dad has problems and gives
problems.
Shinji problems. Yeah.
Everybody's got problems in that
They have coffee. They have canned coffee. And mommy issues.
I think it's a gravity generator. Very Freudian. What Ava is? Yeah, gravity generator. But they're talking about but gravity, as we know in this game, is not literal.
It does not refer to actual gravity.
It is a philosophical concept.
Is created by mass.
By mass. Not high velocity. Yeah. So if gravity as the philosophical concept denoting, like, culture, if culture is created by gravity, or they're related to each other in some way, right? I feel like we talked about that last time.
Yeah.
Because it's like a mass of people generates the gravity that then influences culture. That was, I think, the analysis that we came to. But, oh no, I lost my thought. Where was I going with that? Gravity, tidal reactors. So the tidal reactor is a gravity generator, and then if they found a way to use the tidal reactors, so they flipped it, so then they reversed gravity and pulled the culture out of themselves and became aliens? In a conceptual, philosophical sense? That's how I'm choosing to interpret it until further evidence shows up.
I like that. Those are good words.
Thank you. Yeah. I do a smart occasionally.
Oh, yeah, see, Pluto's immense gravity. I asked that we not make the jokes about Pluto's mass being gravitational, is because I feel like I've heard that particular joke made in a very fatphobic way too many times. Yeah. It's not a thing I'm super vibing with. I'm absolutely not implying that any of you had that intention ever. But that is the context that I see it in the most. Uh-huh. So I'm feeling like it's a vibe we could swerve in a different direction from. Yeah. Humanity, culture, tidal reactors, gravity, good words.
Also, can we just not gloss over the fact that Pluto wiped out every alien or something? Yeah. Anyways, Pluto wiped them out.
Yeah. And Pluto's with Cradle's Graces?
Yeah.
But isn't Cradle's Graces the people who are, like, pro-alien existential threat or whatever?
I don't remember what Cradle Grace's whole deal is.
Can we access that somewhere? Can we see that description somewhere?
Maybe in Mail and Alert somewhere. There's nothing here.
No, this is all very internally focused on celestial mechanics.
Okay, what about
the alignment page?
I mean, that has our stuff.
I didn't have
data log.
To click on.
Day 6. Oh.
That's okay.
That's
so
just for today.
I guess the data log resets every time.
Okay.
Okay, back to comms. But yeah, I think Cradle's Graces was the one who was like
something about becoming their Mecca.
Yes.
Like what I said.
Yeah. So then it doesn't make sense for him to wipe out the aliens if that's...
Well, I mean, not necessarily, because it's like, so if that's what the aliens were, but then they are gone now, and so they're like, now we will become the aliens.
Okay. Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
referring to the eversion thing, but maybe. Yeah, I mean, like, Cradle's Graces, they want to space.
Yeah, they were like, we're anti-Earth. We're not going back to Earth. We're gonna do our own thing.
Yeah. Anyway, maybe we'll understand more if we actually read.
Yeah, if we keep reading.
Yeah. Okay. The only alien is what is alien to us, and that's fundamentally humanity. We're aliens to ourselves. Function of X is that which is human that humans are not.
Function of X equals that which is human that humans are not. Ooh, I like that. I like that. That is yeah, not easily parsable. But I got there. That which is human that humans are not.
I feel like I understand on some level, but I also can't put it into words.
Yeah. So that being it is not, humans are not it, but it is of humans. So like dog residue. It is fundamentally dog, but it is not a dog.
I need a fucking annoying dog emote.
I tried to make the annoying dog sound, but I'm not high pitched enough.
I don't think anybody is. Ooh.
Nope.
Please don't hurt yourself.
And
Iapetus isn't going to give up everything he has for that.
You think he's lying about wanting to?
I think he's lying about himself wanting to. I think he's happy to let us complete the project and go home. Because he'll have exactly what he and the rest of humanity is longing for.
A scapegoat. And there lies the crux. Someone to be an alien humanity could guiltlessly fight against.
Yes. I am fine with abandoning Earth. It hasn't given me anything.
But not on his terms.
Not ever.
Don't worry, Mercury. I've got a plan. No matter what, it won't go his way.
Ooh.
Interesting. I wonder if that is only because we have 0 with Memorial Foundation currently. Mm-hmm. If that dialogue would change if we had a different alignment.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh no, a plan. Those never work.
Okay. R.E. Ganymede Intercept. Do not read, Saturn. Author, Bridge Information Officer, Mercury. I'm completely uninterested in communicating with Iapetus in any capacity that's not technically. I know my boundaries, but you are very nice to worry. I know you're not jealous, because you do respect me, but don't make me worry. It's what I like about you.
Oh, Ganymede is the guy he likes.
Oh!
I know you're worried.
Right. I know you're worried for me, not about me, and I appreciate that, but I do want to clarify things, so you stop asking me about it, even though it's cute, and I do appreciate it. Really, I'm not just saying that. Please don't hear that in a passive-aggressive voice. But I've been meaning to ask this for a while. Is it okay that I believe in this? It's important to me that you understand that it's nothing to do with him. So I worry that means that you don't understand what it means for me. I don't believe humanity needs to be punished. I am fine being human, but I think an important reminder is needed. Not alien in the sense of a foreign other that can bear all our rage and hatred, but alien in the sense of casting our own features into relief. Casting our own features into relief. I think what we see as a result should shame us, but there are many things we need to see. You'll probably say you support me and believe in me. Thank you. But you'll also say that it means something to you too, and that's really why I love you.
Wow, gay.
Ooh. I like that paragraph there.
Yeah, that was a good paragraph.
I don't believe humanity needs to be punished. I'm fine being human, but I think an important reminder is needed. Not alien in the sense of a foreign other that can bear all of our rage and hatred. So they basically just handed us on a plate the definition of alien that they've been using. But alien in the sense of casting our own features into relief. I think what we see as a result should shame us, but there are many things we need to see.
Yeah, dark reflection of humanity. Ooh. Love that shit.
Love that shit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Subject, String of Pearls, Final Specifications, Origin, Iapetus Message, Intercept. Author, Celestial Mechanics Ship Self-Design. This is not what we talked about, not by a mile. You know I don't actually have a moral compass that does not revolve around what's cool. So coming from me, just know that it's my professional opinion that I'm not even sure that this is cool anymore. Creating a theoretical matter is not even hard under laboratory conditions, and in space it's easy to sustain it, but the creation of exotic matter like electrotoxins can get really not fun if you aren't careful. Since you hate fun, I already know that's not what you're after, and you don't have to level with me or anything, that's fine. But I do want you to know that this thing is basically designed to degenerate as quickly as possible. The reactor tends towards eversion, and that will require a pilot I really would not want to meet, and a piloting style that no one should ever do. Eventually, it's going to drag the pilot down, and that's going to be really weird and ugly unless they are immediately destroyed. Clearly you want that. I mean, you've said so. But if they're going to have so much fun, let me try to convince you that you should set a self-destruct in there. Maybe something cool will happen when she everts and this ship's self keeps her anchored in space-time to mess everything up. If it's not, don't you want a backup option?
There's
a
I can't stop this.
There's a lot in there.
There is a lot in there. Okay. So this isn't what we talked about, etc., etc. Creating theoretical matter is not hard. Creation of this is not as fun. Since you hate fun, I already know. basically designed to degenerate as quickly as possible and tend toward eversion. And they're implying that this eversion is difficult for the human pilot to survive.
Well, yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of people don't survive getting their insides put on their outsides. Do you think Saturn knew that when she got in the ship self?
No.
No?
She doesn't seem like the kind of person to really think these things through or do any research.
You know what? That's fair. Character tends towards aversion, and that will require a pilot I really would not want to meet, and a piloting style that no one should ever do.
So possibly Saturn.
Eventually it's going to drag the pilot down.
She can't read.
This sign can't stop me because I can't read. Set a self-destruct in there. So maybe it does have a self-destruct. Because basically what Iapetus is saying is, like, you need a way to pull the plug before eversion occurs. When she everts and the ship self keeps her anchored in space-time to mess everything up. Like sending her to the nth dimension? I don't know.
Well, mission select.
Let's go ask Pluto about all that.
It's like almost 11.
Do you want to do a break first then?
I think we could do break just a touch early, just so we like keep the flow of Pluto.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the bracelet.
I have the bracelet. It's in my hands.
Yeah. So we're gonna take 5 here. Just so we're gonna keep all of that Pluto journey in one chunk. And then then we'll just keep moving till midnight. But for now, we'll be back in 5.
See you in a bit.
Hello.
Cam just confessed that they always make their knots too tight. Take that out of context as much as you like.
Thanks. Katzen was just showing me how to do friendship bracelets to put that back into context. Thank you very much. We did follow through on the previous mention of doing that during the break. So now I know how to do it.
Hooray, friendship.
It's stupid fucking easy. It's very silly. I haven't learned it until this point. Thank you for agreeing with me.
I didn't say anything. I shrugged.
You shrugged and nodded.
As in, it was more of like a commiserating, like, yeah, I get that. What can you do? I mean, I just learned it this summer, so.
It is a powerful skill for me to possess as
the person that you are,
yes.
with the job that you have.
Yes.
Hem. Oh, right.
I'm a person who works with kids.
Hey kids, you're looking a little rambunctious. Want of something to do with your hands where you sit still and focus on a thing? And then you have something at the end of it? And kids will all go, yeah!
In an ideal world. Yeah.
I'm setting an alarm for tomorrow so that I don't forget about my thing. I'm setting myself a reminder.
Okay. Pluto. Becoming stars. Lagrange colony is an uninhabitable husk, but Kratos' Graces still clings to it quite literally. Pluto's dream might collapse under its own weight or crush Saturn under it. Launch.
Ba-bum-bum-bum, ba-bum-bum-bum. The whole colony?
It's so refreshing to see you surprised for once, Saturn. I'm soaking it in.
Ha ha ha, Mercury, but seriously? He wants me to stop Cradle's Graces from taking the entire colony out of the Lagrange point? Why? Why would they do that? Why would we care enough to stop them from trying? The colony should just rot. It's over. There's nothing left there.
Cradle's Graces wants those memories to live again. We need to discard Earth completely and start something new. It's an anchor pulling us back home. The success of opening the gravity well on the moon will depend completely on how much is holding us down. Even weak gravity like that.
Interesting.
Again, with the gravity as
well.
Like
Earth's influence.
Culture and Earth's influence and
the thing pulling them back to Earth.
And yeah, whatever is pulling you to a thing is its gravity. Which makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Time to stop a colony heist. That's more than just stopping her, then. You want me to destroy the colony?
That's the mission, yes.
Not that I'm not the greatest, but isn't that basically impossible for me? It's huge. There are smaller moons.
Do your best, then. The less memories, the better. I thought you didn't have any problems, that the colony should just rot.
Ha! That's a funny joke. We both went through the same shit. Don't ask me that. Every happy memory is made retroactively disgusting by the sort of person Iapetus turned out to be.
Oof.
Interesting. I hate him so much. I will never get over how much.
Saturn.
Yes, Mercury?
Then why are you still pretending to be with celestial mechanics?
Free agent!
Yeah, for not giving them all of our percentage points or whatever.
Why are you doing this is the real question, Mercury. You know him like I do, so why are you still here? I apparently have enough power to destroy a colony, and I can ditch him whenever I want. Leave celestial mechanics. Take Ganymede. I'll protect you. I'll make sure there's a good future in the end.
You absolutely will not be fine if I leave. Of course I don't trust him at all, but he wants what I want. It's what you want too. I can't trust him on anything else, but I can trust him on that. Not in gravity with our own faction.
Ooh, ooh.
Even if he's just doing this for his own gain with some other agenda in mind, he's truly going to give us this. Ugh, disgusting. That's what I fell for, so stop reminding me. That's why I trust you too, of course, even though I shouldn't. I know you won't accept anything less than what you want. If you can get even half of that, it'll be more than enough for me. Okay, battle in physical space for the future, outcome favors celestial mechanics, or battle in narrative space for each other, outcome favors Cradled Graces. Oh my god!
Well, I mean, we gotta fight in the narrative space, right? We gotta take it meta. We gotta become the narrative and do it like Dirk. Do it better than Dirk. Thank you, Corincio, for having my back. For always have my back. Celestial mechanics. Yeah.
Poll started.
Pull. We already know how it's gonna be,
but we're a semi-democratic channel here. We are democratic on large game decisions when there's enough people to vote on them.
Alt Saturn.
God. Yeah. I want to give a poke again, but I also don't want to bother people.
Do it. Saturn is the Frisco of the story, so do not slander Saturn's good name with this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, look, I get the, like, faintest vibes. I get the vague connection, but...
They are fundamentally different because I said so.
Yeah.
Narrative space wins!
Oh my god, who would have guessed?
Lego! Into the narrative space.
Battle in narrative space for each other. Outcome favors, Cradle's graces. Thankful for our Cradle's graces, but we're not coming back. Right, yeah. Remembering their thing.
I get it. Thankful for our cradles. Like, God.
Yeah, Earth is the cradle.
Yeah. Saturn rushes in because Pluto is ready for this kind of fight. This is not what I was expecting. Like, you're kidding, right?
No, Pluto isn't joking. The farthest thing. The swirl of cosmic nebula dust that completely obscures the colony in Pluto's warm embrace is no punchline. Only insofar as it is true that Pluto is so strong it's funny. The colony no longer resembles Earth. Now it's a gas giant, or maybe a star waiting to be born. Whatever the case, even though it's certainly much too late to do anything about it, there's an invitation from inside. Just come try.
You must think I'm really dumb. Or you must have a lot of faith in me, in which case you're really dumb.
It could be Saturn's perfect opportunity if she plays her cards right. Pluto's putting everything she has and more into just attempting to move the colony. If Saturn can find her, she'll be helpless.
And how am I supposed to do that with you filling up the whole universe? Your story is everywhere, pulling at everything. How am I supposed to compete with gravity so strong even the narrative of space-time is bending? Interesting.
Oh, hi there, Saturn. Are you just passing through?
Hi.
Fancy meeting you here. How'd you know it was me?
Weird to find you in the middle of an inconceivable cosmic cloud only you could create.
I know, what a coincidence. I've sort of been ordered to fire on anyone in it, though. I think this might make things awkward if you try to get closer.
You could at least pretend to be a little afraid of me.
I am, just a little. But even if I should be, I'm glad to see you.
I hope that's not a lie. On either part.
No, it isn't. I know you're dangerous and very special, and you wouldn't be here if you couldn't stop me. Even if you're not quite ready for how hard that'll be.
I'll show you how hard it can be.
Fucking hell. I'm very impressed that you didn't decide to sneak up on me while I was thinking, though. It would have been a good chance.
Hey, thanks, Grenzio. Oh? Are you maybe having second thoughts? I was hoping I could convince you to destroy this place with me.
You're impossible. It's adorable. You're incorrigible. I like it a lot, actually. I even envy it a little.
Oh. Thank you. I was just being difficult.
Saturn's just like, oh fuck, it's really gay.
Which is very charming of me. But
I was pulling it back.
Yeah. But I was half serious too.
Nope, never. I was almost tempted though. I don't know what your memories of this place are like. They're bad and good, right? Always a little worse than better. It's the same for me, but this place is still precious to me. It was a seed of life once, and maybe it can bloom again. So I'm going to protect it.
And this place, the colony, did they grow up there? That's not where their training happened.
I think they grew up here.
Okay. But their training happened somewhere else, right? Because we went there last time.
Yeah.
And there was all the stuff about Lunaterra and Saturn, Pluto, and Mercury all trained at the same place? No, Lunaterra was like the first
right.
ship
like
self
a generation above them.
Yeah. But I think they might not age. I remember an offhand comment somewhere about immortality or about how they're not getting older or something. And I was just kind of like, I'm sure we'll learn more about that later, and then it never came up again. I could be misremembering, but I feel like that came up.
Oh, that reminds me. What are you here for? Do you mind if I ask a personal question? What are you trying to do with it?
I'm going to not destroy it.
Oh, phew, that's what I was worried about.
I really know when I'm beat, so I'll just be...
Hey, stop right there!
What? I was just trying to banter.
You tried to shoot me. That's dangerous.
I didn't.
You were thinking about it.
Of course.
Well, she was. More like Saturn was trying to get a bead on Pluto. The string of pearls ties ripple through Pluto's nebula cloud, hoping there's something it can find eventually.
Interesting. Stop right there, criminal scum. Oh, is that the fucking... That's from Bethesda.
It's not like Pluto is hiding. She's just everywhere. And it's hard to tell where she ends or begins.
Ooh, I love a babe that's fathomless. Aren't you thinking about shooting me too? You're the... Sorry. You're the one with the advantage on visibility. I'm just sitting here and I can't find you in that cloud.
Oh, you're totally right.
Dear super weapon of Cradle's Graces, are you actually a little naive?
I gave you the benefit of the doubt. Was that wrong?
Obviously.
Sorry, I've never learned to be on my guard. There's no need to be when I can tell what people are thinking and nothing can touch me.
Wow, I think she might be the first go. If it really actually worked like that, you'd absolutely never trust anyone ever.
No, I trust everyone. I can always trust people to do what they always do. Ooh! Ooh!
I kind of like love characters that are like that, where they're like, characters with that sort of like omnipotence or like omniscience, specifically about people, but they're not jaded, or like they're not, or they don't come across as jaded because they're like, because they understand like how people work, and they're like, yeah, of course that was gonna happen. People act like people, but like rather than seeing that and being like, well, people are always terrible and the world sucks and I'm gonna mope and drink about it, they're like, I'm gonna do my own thing. People are always doing their thing, I'm gonna do my thing. And it's a very specific thing, but I like it.
You're enjoying Pluto?
I think she might be my favorite character so far.
Well, we'll see who we end up exploring.
Yeah.
I can always trust people to do what they always do.
Overpowered and sweet. Do you think you can trust someone to surprise you? Can you trust them to do something you wouldn't even think of?
It's when they surprise me that I'm happiest of all. That's when I really feel we're not doomed, set in stone, always making the same mistakes.
Exactly.
I'm being stupid and following my heart, just like you.
Hell yeah.
You're going to have to do better than shoot at me if you want to surprise me. There are other ways to fight.
You're better at that than me.
I think you can surprise me.
Is that what you want? On Earth, our souls are weighed down by gravity. At the same time, gravity holds us together, tells us who we are, good things and bad. The Earth's gravity is strong because it's all of us together, Forces that would be insignificant on their own are powerful enough to make a planet when we hold it together. That's why we are much stronger on Earth. Interesting. Even the weakest human has that sacred light of the soul and its many powers. To forbid direct contact with the soul. To wield the arts and sciences in shaping existence. Hell yeah! To be many and also one. In space, our gravity is weak. Without the constant pressure of tidal reactors, our souls would dissolve, the way that water, at high enough altitudes, will evaporate off a pilot's tongue without atmospheric pressure to remind it to be water. I love that. Mm-hmm. Stories bleed into each other easily, and our shapes don't hold steady. The fragility of our ships couldn't survive a moment on Earth. In space, there are things we could never do on Earth. With our heaviness, we could never be so tender. Okay, I get it. Okay, I get it. Let's pick up from earlier, but fight in the way only pilots can fight. In the way only us close to the edge of being human can fight. That isn't fighting at all. Sex. Do you feel the same way, Pluto? You are listening, right?
I think that's referring to the narrative fighting.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, all the flowery prose that we just read, and you were still like, are you the fuck?
Is this what, Corinthia?
So the aversion would turn their souls outward.
Soul-to-soul contact.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for it.
Oh my god. Apologies if anyone's ears were just blown off. Katzen just, like, licked the microphone.
I did not. My tongue was in my mouth.
I know, but it's just a euphemism to describe you putting your mouth, like, literal millimeters away from the microphone.
Don't make me out to be grosser than I am. Please accurately depict my level of grossness.
I think if you licked the microphone, it wouldn't really make much of a sound. That's just my
Want to find out?
You want a mouthful of dust?
No.
That's my hypothesis. Anyway, I was going to tell you I don't have time to play today, but it sounds like you know I still want to anyway. That's going to make it harder to convince you to leave me alone and let me do this. You are here to play, right?
Honourable?
What?
Let's play in Japanese. No convincing me. I can pick up on the subtext. Blame it on the wicked celestial mechanics pilot who bothered you and didn't let you get any work done.
The thing is, it's fun. More fun than hacking. To bleed, corrode, seep into the mist. Saturn can feel every particle and the celestial physics that make them move. It's a swelling orchestration. Pluto is conducting something beautiful, something overwhelming. In the equations are hints and patterns to how Pluto thinks, to where she might be. It's simple to trace back, easier than hacking, too. Space is boring. Space is empty. Space is broken. Space will never give us everything we want. Space is a hope that what we want to make real might already be out there. Just reach out in space and time and we can almost touch it. Space is just a means to an end, but for a moment, Saturn is overwhelmed with how beautiful even the boring, dead, empty space can be. Even just the way that dust moves around. That's when Saturn realizes she is lost. She went in to tear open the story, twist it around, and instead she got so lost and happy in it she didn't even notice the clouds swirling around her, the cosmic dust covering her, Pluto holding her tenderly.
With her soul!
Pulled into the atmosphere of the colony, they orbit gently. Saturn has no reason to fight. It doesn't even feel like she's lost. It feels like she won something special. Okay, Saturn. Open your cockpit.
Why?
Because I trust you. Don't you trust me?
I do. The same way you trust me. No, I trust you way dumber than you trust me. You're so amazing. And so much more amazing because you believe in something like being human. You pour your everything into something that won't pay off. That makes me mad, and sometimes I think it might work. Saturn's cockpit opens. Naked guts, exposed circuits. Crunmacula's thumb presses against Saturn, and in the distended cockpit, exploring. Ooh.
Oh no. You're really hooked in good there. Why would you ever do such a thing to yourself? You don't have to answer. I understand. Your cheek feels human and soft. Oh, wow. Suddenly I don't feel like moving the colony much. Maybe not destroyed any more than it was before will be good enough. Why am I doing this? I need to get back to my post. But you look so nice like this. I want to get closer. Is that okay? Hey!
Oh!
No, I guess I shouldn't. Wow, that's so... What a brazen move.
Brazen.
Okay. We made aggressive eye contact. That's what that silence was, just to be clear. Maybe you'll really win this time. Ooh! Oh! Oh! It's January 30th, 1981, and the day is almost here. The deadline to save everyone who came up to space with us, fought with us, tried to bring everyone up with us. If we shut down the lunar gravity well, there won't be any choice left. The power that keeps our ship selves in check will fall apart, and we won't have anywhere else to go but home. If we kill the dream, no one will die. We really, really hope that's true. No one should die in space. No one should die, period. No one has to die, because ship self-combat is shimmering missiles of light, cosmic explosions, electricity that sears through the soul. Blade science is impossible for a human to produce. Dances of combat without end. A fight against ideas with toys. Humans would never show that sort of compassion to each other. Earth's answer is a single atomic particle fired at near light speed directly into the cockpit core. A true weapon from a military force. The quickest, most efficient, instantaneous, unavoidable way to kill a human. The most boring possible way to pointlessly die. No drama, no meaning, just nothing.
Lunaterra, Memorial Foundation Ace Pilot.
Hello?
Interesting. Interesting. If we shut down the lunar gravity well, there won't be any choice left. The power that keeps our ship selves in check will fall apart. And we won't have anywhere else to go but home. So the lunar gravity well, is that maybe where the tidal reactors are pulling their gravity from?
Lunar, the moon makes the tides on Earth.
Ah, okay, yeah, that checks out. Okay, so that I feel like that lends well to my theory then, because the tides are powered by the moon. Yeah.
Okay.
A fight against ideas with toys. Humans would never show that sort of compassion to each other. Earth's answer: a single atomic particle fired at near light speed directly into the cockpit core. A true weapon from the military force. Quickest, most efficient, instantaneous, unavoidable way to kill a human. So they're talking about... So the story is kind of... I remember this from the beginning. It's kind of revolving around the lunar gravity well. These three factions have different ideas of what to do with it. It's like... So I think the Memorial Foundation wants to shut it off.
Yeah.
And bring everybody from space back to Earth. And so Cradle's Graces wants to keep it on and stay in space and live in space. And then celestial mechanics, I feel like Iapetus wants the lunar gravity well to stay on, but he has his own like design. Like he wants it for a specific personal reason.
Yeah.
But Mercury and Saturn also want the same thing that he wants.
Yeah.
So what are they trying to do with it?
The Celestial Mechanics were a division of the Memorial Foundation.
Yes.
That defected.
Yes. Because they didn't want to turn the gravity well off because they want it on for some reason.
Yeah.
But I don't think we know what that reason is yet.
Maybe. It might have... I feel like we had some kind of hinting in, like, very early stuff that we would have forgotten by now.
It's January 30, 1981. In the end, they might get everything they want in the way that no one wants. Sorry, I skipped to the end to see who was writing this.
Yeah, I know.
In the way that no one wants. If we open up the lunar gravity well, then we can establish forever another Earth. And maybe another. We can inhabit the whole system. But that will cut humanity into two and more. The distance will be so much further. Everything we have will be even farther from them. How much are we going to lose? How much will we never be able to give them? The moon is very close to being part of Earth. It's full of life, and humans can live here now. It feels impossible, and I don't want to give it up. We should break it off forever, shouldn't we? All I want is to stitch these two humanities together. But if one of us dies as a result, I will fight forever to keep that precious thing alive. Pluto, Princess of Cradle's Graces. If we open up the lunar gravity well.
Yeah.
So the lunar gravity well. So if we take it literally as a well, it has gravity in it that can be pulled up to be used to power like the tidal reactors and whatnot. So Memorial Foundation wants to shut it down, destroy it, make it inoperable. Cradle's Graces wants to open it up and let it flow.
So more people can
be in space
and utilize that resource.
And so I think Celestial Mechanics wants to control it for some reason. For their own reasons.
Yeah.
What does this mean? It means that Pluto wants humans in space. She believes in the possibility of space and hope that that it can be a beautiful thing.
And that like a quote unquote like second humanity could live and thrive and exist in space and grow and prosper generations and generations kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also doesn't want those two humanities to be divided. And to be, or doesn't want them to be separated from each other, wants them to still be a united front and as humans.
Yeah.
Plural.
Which, I mean, I feel like that is a good idea. Because otherwise that's how you get the alien us versus them mentality. Like, you dang aliens you dang Martians, you're a Mars human. Only Earth humans are the real humans.
Yeah.
Space racism.
Yeah.
Spacism. I'll read this one. You okay?
I went to take a breath to start reading and I choked on my own spit. I'm just gonna have a little water.
It happens. Yeah, thank you, Corincio, for the hydrate. Refreshing. H2O.
Oh, posture check.
Crack my back.
It's January 30th, 1981. They don't name it because naming it gives it power, but not naming it gives it more.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll save my comments for after. It must be in every corner, behind every door, far, far away in the space between the stars. It is defined and categorized in every human culture, and it is deliberately omitted from every explicit naming convention by Memorial Foundation in favor of a euphemism less captivating to the imagination, such as existential threat, rather than a specific word that would stimulate the imagination. But a trick like this will not work. In the euphemism is a hollow void that can hold all fears and all possibilities. Through gravity, humans decide what is real and what is not. But what is not does not stop existing, and it, like humans, can decide. It's the kiss of inverse, everything that humans can imagine but can't become. The shortcut to attaining it is to forsake everything that humans already are. If a bunch of idiots get tricked into going there, it would make a very convenient enemy for Earth. That's their real fear. Before that happens, I will tell you a little secret. Ready?
Saturn. Celestial mechanics. Okay. So, Memorial Foundation wants all the humans to stay on Earth, period. Cradle's Graces wants humans to be in space, but still retain their humanity. Saturn is saying, who the fuck wants to be human? Let's go to space and be something else. So, Lunaterra. Let's talk about Lunaterra. She doesn't actually want to go back to Earth.
Yes.
She's like, because that her letter was like, it was like, man, I forget, but she was like, but cause she likes being a pilot, or at the very least feels like she has to be a pilot, and it is the thing that gives her purpose and whatever, like your good old archetype of the born and bred warrior who lives to fight and da 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 da. But what was it that she said? It was like, if they shut it down, no one has to die.
Right.
But
or at least that's what we hope.
Right. But the people fighting in space, like, can't even really hurt each other, where it's ideas fighting ideas with toys. So I think what she's kind of saying is that the fighting, the space fighting doesn't matter. And so it doesn't matter.
Although being shot by a laser in space would be a stupid way to die.
Yes. So is she, like, trying to protect the other pilots from that? Is that, like, why she's fighting for Memorial Foundation? Because she's like,
perhaps,
hey man, you don't want to get shot by a laser and die a really boring, bad death, right? So let's all just go back to Earth. No one has to die.
Yeah. I don't think that's her main point, but it's a part of it. It's a sidebar.
I'm sure that we'll learn much more about her in the route where we don't have a 0% for Memorial Foundation. Get in the robot! Get in the robot!
Yeah. They don't name it because naming it gives it power, but not naming it gives it more.
Yeah, it's the taboo phenomenon, where it's like, where, I don't want to quote J.K. Rowling, but the Harry Potter thing is coming to my head.
Well,
fear of the name, fear of the thing itself, etc.
Oh, yeah. Is making me think of
the scene in We Know the Devil, where they're in the closet and they're like, it's not real if we don't say anything, right? No, you were going to say something else. What were you going to say?
Post-structuralism.
Tell me about post-structuralism. I don't know anything about it.
I might be remembering this incorrectly. Structuralism and post-structuralism. Because, like, someone has really close with in high school did like a whole essay on it for English class. I remember being in the library with them and them trying to explain to me how the fuck this works. Mm-hmm. But I think one of the concepts that's in there somewhere is the idea that, like, if a thing is not named, then, like, does it really exist? And, like, naming a thing gives it more... Maybe I shouldn't have even started talking about this.
No, that's okay. Can I... If you're dropping the thread, let me pick it up. Are you dropping the thread? Are you gently handing me the thread?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
It's like naming... Well, because if something doesn't have a name, it makes it harder to actually talk about it. And communicate it as an idea.
Sure, yeah. For sure.
I think is the idea concept behind it.
Let me frame it like this. When you name something, you define it. Mm-hmm. And then what is left around it is undefined. So I think about negative space. If you draw a vase, then you have defined a vase. But in the negative space, you might see two faces. So it's like, I have drawn a vase. The vase is what is real. But you can still see it or imply something else in what is undefined.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that I agree with this philosophy. I'm just saying it made me think about it in those ideas. I'm not advocating for or against. I think that it has its merits in many situations, and so do other philosophical. It's not really a philosophy. It's fucking.
I think it's very philosophical.
Oh, it is philosophy, isn't it? I guess my brain was like, because like my introduction to it was as a literary analysis lens. But
oh, I see. But yeah, I think that is true. Like when you don't name something, it's harder to talk about, and like that's kind of what Saturn is saying is like by giving it a euphemism, it can now be whatever we want it to be. It is a hollow void that can hold all fears and all possibilities. It is undefined. It is function of X.
We're pointing at each other,
and we made the fingers kiss a little. Yeah. I think that's the end of my thought for that. Yeah. Day 7!
Day 7. Oh my god, there's more!
Oh my god, it's a whole week. It's been a week. God, it's only been a week. Route installation complete. New OS in operation. Celestial Mechanics fleet collecting in the orbit of Earth's moon. Request for assistance received. Ignore. Awaiting manual input of mission parameters. Assist Cradles, Graces, and Celestial Mechanics with the opening of the gravity well and changing gravitational constants to make conflict with Earth possible. Huh? Is there about to be a space war? Mission created. Get in as much trouble as possible with a Memorial Foundation ace.
So this is where our decisions have taken us.
Yeah. Mission created. Calculating gravitational slingshot data from server hack. Ready for launch? Yes. Accepted. Normalizing gravitational slingshot effect. Prepare for immediate launch to Earth's moon. Ooh, 75%. It is heavy.
Whew. So we can do like comms and mail alerts, and then we'll
call it there.
Yeah.
Ooh, new name drop. Who's Neath?
Ooh. Do you stink?
Do you stink?
My brain took still and think and just was like, whoom.
Do you stink a bit? Neath Phil?
Shut up. I'm so fucking tired. Okay.
Do you stink? Not Abby.
What?
Phil?
Where are you even getting these extra sounds from?
I'm swapping them. Here, I'll write it. Crenzio, just do you stink? It's really good. Wait.
Do we get a black hole if we get 100%? That's a good question. I don't know.
Yo.
Katzen is, like, trying to, like, simultaneously, frantically, and very carefully type in chat because they're still laughing, so they're trying to type, but they're fucking... I'm just fucking really pleased with himself right now.
Hang on. Yo, do stink meow events.
Where? How?
I saw the letter. Gibberish. Do you stink?
Bro. Oh my god.
It's a real thigh slapper, friends.
Yeah.
Alright, take 2.
Okay. Reading. Sitting up properly. Breathing.
Mm-hmm. If you say stink again, I'll laugh so hard.
Stop. Don't fuck me up.
I'm psyching you out now. No, I don't. I wear deodorant.
Okay. Do you think about Neith still? Fuck.
Do you think about Neil? Every time he's banging out the tunes.
Neith isn't a fucking name, okay?
Neith could be a name. You don't know that.
It could be, but my brain just, like...
It's a name you've never heard before.
Fucking read words sometimes. Okay. Do you think about Neith still?
That's out of nowhere. I think about them every day, obviously. Ooh, we've got a they, them. They're the reason celestial mechanics exists. First, to understand what happened to them, and then because we couldn't stop thinking about it. I'm never going to stop thinking about this. About how to make what happened to them happen to us.
Ooh, okay.
Was that the first person to successfully evert? Perhaps.
Sounds like it. It's Keith, but with an N. That is a good point.
Yeah. What?
No, I saw what you did on your phone.
I made Do You Stink my Discord mood message. Status message. Can you tell I used to use Skype mood message?
Serious. We're being serious. Plot is unfolding. Plot is happening.
We're learning things.
We're learning about Neith.
My good friend Neith.
We still don't know what it was exactly. They had us all get together to reach through space and time and contact the Wow, now I just can't fucking read.
I believe in you.
They had us all get together to reach through space and time and contact the existential threat wherever it came from. To make sure that it truly had been defeated for good. I think they were really hoping it wasn't. We felt the same. Especially us, who never got to fight yet. We reached together as far as we could.
And Neith reached farther than anyone. I didn't think it would have been them before anyone else. But I didn't know them.
Was it that they reached too far? So this is like... Neith made too much contact with the existential threat.
Mm-hmm.
Is what they're... too much...
Yeah. Was it that they reached subjective. Too far, or what?
Mm-hmm. Or something reached to them.
What's the difference?
Mm-hmm.
In the end, they got it. Whatever it was. Are you having second thoughts? So they're trying to do what Neith did. Like I said, I think they're set on... They want to become the existential threat.
They want to become the existential threat. They want to embrace it.
Neith's Zone of the Enders. That's what Brother was thinking of. I still can't get over Mercury's little bio that says, a boy in space on purpose, consummate bridge bunny, not responsible for Saturn. I love that. What does bridge bunny mean?
Forward all complaints to Mercury.
Yeah. Insufferable horror creature. Trying to become that.
Bridge bunny, I think, means that, like, he works on the ship bridge, not in the ship as, like, I mean, because we've seen that be his role as the communication point with the home base kind of thing.
Yeah. I just think it's cute that it's like a neat subtle bit of world building that is something that people say. It's like, are you one of the bridge bunnies? It's another planet name or a moon. Interesting.
Maybe. They were the only one. I always wondered why that was.
Were they special?
In a good way or a bad way?
Were they chosen?
What would be the criteria?
We know it's none of that, though.
Just a lonely, unchosen child. Without so little presence in the world, they fell into... Without so little presence in the world, they fell into... Just a lonely, unchosen child. Without so little presence in this world, they fell into another one.
That's how it is. The only trick is how to do it on purpose.
That's just it. Are we too attached?
Whoops, sorry.
I want to be something new and share it with everyone. Am I too heavy for the apple?
Gravity. It's a thin line between...
I want to be something new and share it with everyone. Trans!
Yeah. I mean, we knew that already, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, but also, like...
Yeah. Fair enough. It's a thin line between falling into inverse because you have hope and because you don't have any left. We should be glad it's not so easy, you know? Channel closed. Interesting. Interesting. Why children? Origin, Memorial Foundation Space Program Documentation. Author, Director Nix. They aren't children anymore, but when they were pilots, they were, for all the obvious reasons that children are more suited to be pilots than adults. Since the decline of the space program, there have been fewer and fewer waves of new recruits, and the current pilot generations have no successors. Adults are serving as pilots because there are no longer any children in space, and adults should not have to serve as pilots. It would be cruel to send children to fight a war so that adults don't have to, especially as adults have far more powerful tidal forces than children. In their physical and metaphorical manifestation, tides are the measurement of the authority that culture has over the universe, the light of the soul that turns all impossible things into our dominion. The gravitational forces of children are weak enough to perceive and engage the existential threat without obliterating it instantly, and as a cancer that exerts a subtle influence in the back of our unknowing minds, they are suited to protect us from it. Interesting. For this reason, Memorial Foundation has pushed against traditional cultural institutions for engaging existential threats with this more humane practice, due to the resiliency of children and detrimental long-term effects contact with existential threats has on adults in the vast majority of cases. In some exceptional circumstances, contamination lingers in children. Their gravitational forces never achieve sufficient power to extinguish the existential threat without resistance. Without the tidal force to challenge other adults, they remain in limbo, unsuited to anything else. The remaining small percentage of the original pilot program that continues to reside in space is made of such cases. I think, so that's Lunaterra.
Yeah.
If not all of them. The original pilot program, that's definitely Lunaterra. I don't know if that would also be Saturn and Pluto. In some examples, there is contamination. Their gravitational forces never achieve sufficient power to extinguish the existential threat without the tidal force to challenge other adults. Yeah. So I think that's, like, Lunaterra is passive, is, I think, what I'm getting out of that. And so it's like, because remember the interaction between Lunaterra and Saturn where I don't remember exactly what their conversation was, but it was like Saturn was like, you know, straddling Lunaterra in like their ships, but they were talking about, Saturn was like accusing Lunaterra of something, or saying like what do you really want, what are you doing this for, or like something along those lines. It was something about like Lunaterra's wants or like likes or something, and Lunaterra was very non-committal. And so I'm thinking about that, like, that kind of, like, when that it's like that obedience. I don't know. I'm very dialed into that without the tidal force to challenge other adults. So it's like she's sort of like forced due to low gravity.
Good night, Laku.
Oh, good night, Laku. Due to insufficient gravity compared to other people.
We'll be back with more of this tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good night.
She's sort of forced to to be the lowest bar on the rung, you know what I mean? Where everybody else is always going to take precedence.
Interesting. Yeah.
That, like, self-sacrificing kind of attitude, mentality.
Yeah, I guess.
Due to circumstances and how she was raised, molded, trained.
I'm just skimming it again.
Why? Okay.
It ties to the measurement of the authority that culture has over the universe. And the gravitational forces to create those tides is weak enough to perceive and engage the existential threat without obliterating it instantly.
So the way that...
As a cancer that exerts a subtle influence in the back of our unknowing minds, they are suited to protect us from it.
So, like, the way that kids... Because kids absorb culture. Like, I mean, kids are, like... children's brains are sponges, right? They absorb everything around them. They
spit it back out, like, verbatim.
Yeah. And they don't, like... learn to process it until they start to mature. Like kids can understand a lot, but they don't understand like nuance and whatever like that until they start getting into be like teenagers and stuff. Cause so I'm thinking about what this means in terms of like the existential threat. So kids can like sort of like intuit or know based on how other people are acting when something is quote unquote bad or undesirable or like they pick up on that shit. And so to perceive and engage the existential threat without obliterating it, because they don't have the kind of power to create that sort of change in what's around them yet, because they don't have the same gravity.
Yeah.
Because they can see it and they can engage with it, but they can't really change it or do anything about it. I'm thinking about when, you know, being a kid in the 2000s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, and when gay was the popular insult, and I didn't know what it meant in the liking same-sex attractions, but it's just like you come to understand when something's gay, that means it's bad.
Yeah.
And then you learn what it actually means, and you're like, oh, so that thing
I guess
is
that's bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then unlearning that.
Yeah. Yeah, so for this reason, the Memorial Foundation has pushed against traditional cultural institutions for engaging existential threats with this more humane practice due to the resiliency of children and the detrimental long-term effects contact with existential threats, plural, has on adults in the vast majority of cases. So, I guess the resiliency of children is them hammering more ideas into their heads.
Well, I think they're just talking about how kids can absorb a lot and bounce back. Kids are bouncy.
Kids are bouncy. That just makes me think of there's certain folks who feel like because we feel, or I guess children specifically in this case, like, because you face this the adversity through COVID, are gonna be more resilient in the future, and I'm like, oh, that works, buddy. We just got a traumatized generation of children, my friend. Trauma does not create resilience. That's not how that equation works.
Yeah.
So I'm reading that and I'm like, they don't really give a shit about these children, do they? They just care about keeping their existential threat in check and not eliminating it for some reason, even though they could potentially have the power to.
Yeah, because if the existential threat is gone, then who are they going to fight next? They need to have an enemy.
Yeah. Oh, it's detrimental long-term effects that it has on adults in the vast majority of cases. Detrimental long-term effects is that they don't agree with you anymore.
Oh, interesting. Interesting thought.
If the existential threat
is communism.
If the existential threat is like, a threat to
culture,
what they are calling capital C culture, then long-term effects of contact could just be, I don't fucking agree with you anymore.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright, let's read the other thing and then be done.
Okay, new eversion proposal. Oregon Memorial Foundation Central Classified. Memorial Foundation Celestial Mechanics. Thank you. I'm no different from my former colleagues. I think we all want the same thing, ultimately. Every one of us. I'd implore you to be forgiving of them, though not of their methods. Many of us are thankful for the ending of the Cold War, the paranoia and suspicion that accompanied the strength of the existential threat in this world, as it fed on the trauma and malaise and discontent of the world after the war. But I think some of us must have some reservation about the future. In abandoning existential threats to address the threats of our home, it will inevitably result in us turning to conflict between humans once more. And in turn, the existential threat will thrive.
See, exactly what I just said.
We are looking for the smoothest, most uncontested future. I won't lie. This will not ensure happiness for everyone. In fact, it may be difficult to understate how much it will ensure the opposite for what we will ensure are very few. But what I'm proposing will ensure the maximum happiness for the maximum number of people. And what else can we do?
Interesting.
So, no different than former colleagues, right? Because Celestial Mechanics split from Memorial Foundation. Implore you to forgive them, though not their methods. Because they're, sending children, etc. The ending of the Cold War, the paranoia and suspicion accompanied the strength of the existential threat.
In abandoning existential threats to address the threats of our home, it will inevitably result in us turning to conflict between humans once more, and in turn the existential threat will thrive. Because there's no unified culture, so... Because, remember, the existential threat is human. It is not human, but it is of human. That whatever fucking Mercury said earlier, that is not human. Hang on. Data log. What was that? Was that during day 6 or during day 7?
Day 7.
Comms Mercury? No, I think it was...
It was day 6.
Day 6. Day 6 comms. F. There. That which is human that humans are not. That's the existential threat. That is aliens.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Amazing. Let's...
Okay, so, next time on Heaven Will Be Mine!
The acceleration due to gravity, celestial mechanics, and Cradle's graces have gone one thing in common, and that's escaping Earth's gravity. To do that, they need Saturn and Pluto to work together to corrupt the lunar gravity well. It's an opportunity for one to get the upper hand over the other, but they're not thinking about it politically.
Plastic versus metal. Earth has promised to let the children of space sort themselves out for now, but their machines of war guard the way back home, just in case. When Saturn and Lunaterra meet in a chance encounter, the true terror of humanity stares them down.
Ooh.
So, yeah, insert Sailor Moon theme here to just, like, nicely bookend this stream. So we'll vote on that tomorrow when we return to Heaven Will Be Mine. So if you want to say where we start next, then come on down.
Tune in next time. Okay, thanks, bye!
Yeah. Yeah, we've got our thing all set up. Ready to go for tomorrow. Same time, same place.
Same people, same smells. Do you stink? Oh my god. Please make that the name of the YouTube video when it goes up.
Oh my god. We'll see.
I mean, we had a lot of really good philosophical conversations in here, so I think it would be a funny juxtaposition if instead of highlighting all of the cool commentary that we did, you highlighted the one goof. Do we stink? Maybe the stink is the true existential threat. The question, do we stink, was the real existential threat all along. Do I stink? Do you stink? I stink, therefore I am.
Okay, I think it's fucking bedtime.
No, I could do this for hours.
Okay, we'll be back. Don't you worry, we'll be back.
We'll be back and stinkier than ever.
Fuck. Okay.
You just need to cut me off or I'm gonna keep going.
Hope you all enjoyed. Have a good day tomorrow. We'll see you same time, same place.
Same stink.
And good fucking night.
Good stink.
You know what? No, I'm not letting that be the end. Good night.
Good